Embarking on the profound journey of self-discovery and self-affirmation is a challenging but necessary adventure that every individual must face at some stage in their lives. Within this transformative process, a critical and often overlooked component is the ability to establish firm personal boundaries while embracing the empowering skill of saying no. Far too frequently, we find ourselves ensnared in the habitual cycle of prioritizing the needs, desires, and expectations of others, often at the significant expense of our own personal well-being, interests, and emotional health. This reflection aims to delve deeply into the complex dynamics that drive such behaviors, shedding light on the pivotal importance of understanding, respecting, and upholding our personal limits. In this discussion, we will explore how the act of distancing oneself from toxic relationships or harmful situations is far more than an act of self-defense. It is a bold and transformative expression of self-respect, self-worth, and personal autonomy. Over the course of this text, we will thoroughly examine the multifaceted aspects of this process, focusing on how mastering the ability to say no and maintaining a strong sense of direction in life can fundamentally reshape our relationship with both ourselves and others, ultimately leading to a life that is more authentic, balanced, and deeply fulfilling. Before we dive into this important exploration, take a moment to check your subscription to the channel and consider sharing your valuable perspectives in the comments section below. Now, let's begin this transformative journey together. It's a fascinating and all too common phenomenon, the inclination of so many individuals to devote excessive amounts of their time, energy, and emotional resources to meeting the expectations of others, often to their own detriment. But what lies at the root of this deeply ingrained behavior? For some, it may be an internal yearning for personal validation, a longing to feel valued, accepted, or appreciated by those around them. For others, it could stem from a mistaken belief that their sense of self-worth is intrinsically tied to the way they are perceived and judged by others. This overwhelming concern about how others view us can become a burdensome trap, one that ensnares us in the pursuit of approval, while leading us further away from our own identity and true self. When we become overly preoccupied with meeting the expectations of others, we risk losing sight of who we are at our core. This can turn us into mere reflections of the desires, opinions, and judgments of those around us, as though our very existence is contingent upon their validation. Such an approach to life is not only exhausting, but often leads to a harmful cycle of relentlessly chasing recognition, approval, and external affirmation. Understanding the behavior. The motivations for this behavior can vary widely, depending on individual experiences and backgrounds. Some people may feel inherently insecure about their own intrinsic value, leading them to rely on external sources of validation to feel worthy and deserving of love or respect. Others might have grown up in environments where love and acceptance were conditional, granted only when certain expectations were met. Over time, this can instill a deeply rooted belief that their worthiness is contingent upon pleasing others. However, it's critical to recognize that this constant and often futile pursuit of others' approval is akin to trying to fill an endless void. It's an empty, unfulfilling path that leaves one feeling more isolated and dissatisfied, as genuine contentment and peace can never be achieved through external validation alone. The transformative path breaking free from this cycle begins with developing a healthier, more compassionate relationship with oneself. It involves learning to appreciate and value your own opinions, needs, and desires as much as, if not more than, those of others. By cultivating this inner sense of self-worth, you can embark on a journey toward greater authenticity and fulfillment, where external opinions hold less sway over your happiness and self-esteem. For many of us, this realization may come after recognizing the toll that constantly prioritizing others can take on our mental and emotional health. It's a pattern that demands introspection and conscious effort to change. But the rewards, greater freedom, authenticity, and personal satisfaction, are more than worth the effort. The power of walking away. When faced with situations or relationships that drain your energy or disrespect your boundaries, the simple yet profound act of walking away can be a life-changing decision. While it may seem abrupt or even harsh, stepping back from toxic dynamics is an essential step toward reclaiming your personal power and sense of autonomy. Throughout our lives, we encounter a wide variety of people. Some who uplift and inspire us, and others who test our patience and resilience. There are those who may not respect your boundaries, or who may lean on you excessively, demanding more than is fair or sustainable. Others may behave in ways that are outright toxic or manipulative, using criticism, sarcasm, or outright cruelty to belittle you for their gain. Choosing to walk away from such individuals is not just a gesture of self-preservation. It's a powerful declaration of self-respect and independence. It signals to the world, and, more importantly, to yourself, that you are unwilling to compromise your well-being for the sake of pleasing others.